Hey you guys, Teacher Krista here in my classroom for VIPKID. Today I want to talk to you about the VIPKID application process. So you have an idea of what VIPKID is. That's online teaching ESL to children in China from your home, wherever you may be. It might be your home where you live, or it might be while you're traveling, but you have an idea of what VIPKID is. Now, what do you do? What does that process look like? So I'm going to help you out today and give you some good information. Okay? First thing that I would like to have you do or consider is using my code. Okay? I'd like you to use my code, and my code is as on the screen that you can see it there, KRIST, the number 0526. So when you go into, you can either follow my link that's provided on other things, or you can use this code when you get into the in the application website to get started. So there are points in the process you can still, I believe, before you do your interview, you can add my code in if you do not have a referral. So please do that if you don't have a referral yet. But if you're just starting out, use my code. All right, so here we go. So the application process for VIPKID, it can seem overwhelming because you might think, oh, there's so many steps. It's not that bad, and they do walk you through everything. So let's get looking here. Let's see. All right, so there's me. My little friend is going to help point things out for us. So the first thing that you should consider is that you can actually bypass some of the parts of the process. One thing that you could do, the very first thing you should consider, is skipping the interview. If you attend a local FastPass class, they hold them kind of in the major cities, so you might have to drive a little bit to get to it, but it would be worth it because I'll explain that you bypass some of the process. I have a website that you can, or a link that will take you to where you can find out if there's a place near you. Email me or get in touch with me through one of the other social media parts. You can email me at onlineeslteacherkrista@gmail.com. I have a Facebook page. It's called Online ESL Teaching with Teacher Krista. My Instagram is Hey Pajama Mama Teach ESL at that's my Instagram, so that's the end of it. So those are ways that you can reach out to me. Email is probably best because then we can converse, or Messenger on Facebook too works just as well. Any way that you want to, but I can send you that link. We can find out if there's a FastPass class near you, and to be held, relatively soon. They hold them certain times throughout the year. But that is a great option, okay? So that's something that you might really want to consider. Let's see here. Okay, so if you do, if you decide to do the FastPass, you can bypass these three options here. Now, these are options, so you don't have to do all three, but you can bypass this portion and move right to the certification. So the FastPass is, I think it's 4 hours, it might be a little longer than that, where you sit with VIP coaches and, they walk you through all the different skills needed to be successful with VIPKID. And when you sit through that class and you're there and you're present, you can bypass the interview, the demo, and you can move right to the certification part, which is where you would do your mock class and get, they would decide what level. Well, you can apply for, there's 2 different levels that you can apply to get certified first. I'll explain that. But you can move right to that level. So that's a great option. The FastPass is a really, really great option. So if you decide not to and you take the typical process, the typical application process, this is what it would start with. There are 3 options, okay? There are 3 options that you can partake in. There's the one-to-one live interview and demo. So you're sitting with one of the representatives, typically in China. That's how it was for me. I had a Chinese gentleman that did my interview, but it's one-to-one, and they send you all the information. Typically, it's through, I think, Zoom. I could be wrong, but that's, there's a face-to-face platform that you will use for that interview. You'll talk about yourself, and you'll do a quick little lesson. You can do a recorded interview and demo. So with that one, it's the same thing. You do a little explanation of who you are, your expertise, your background, talk about your degrees. And then you'll teach a mini lesson, okay? And they give you all of that information ahead of time. If you get in touch with me, I can help you get a little bit of an insight on what you should expect for that. The third option, and this is a newer option, it's maybe been around maybe a little bit less than a year, is the SMART demo. The SMART demo is only done on your mobile device, okay? Basically, I have more insight on that as well, but basically you would answer 5 questions. They show you some videos and give you some information about, TPR, which is total physical response, how to use your hands to engage in a lesson, and certain ways to approach slides. If there's red highlighted vocabulary words, explain. You don't explain, but you use that word. Have the student repeat. Then you'll use it in a sentence, have the student repeat, but how to engage the student in the slide. You will teach one slide in the SMART demo. After you answer the 5 questions, which you get a very short amount of time to answer, but it's all based off of the information they provide you before you get to that one slide of teaching. The bonus of doing the SMART demo is that it's pretty simplified. You don't have to have an extravagant background, and you don't really need a lot of props, but if you talk to me, I can give you an idea of, what props you should have. But basically, it's a quicker way to get to the mock or the one-to-one certification part of everything. So it's a quicker way to get there, done on your mobile device. If you don't have access to that, then that's no problem. There are the other 2 ways that you can get through that phase of the application process. Okay, so let's see what else we have here. So those are the application process. Okay, I'm going to take my lovely friend off of here. And we're going to open up our slides here, and let's see what we have. All right. So the next part that we have here is the actual certification center piece of everything. So you've done your live demo or SMART demo, whichever, or the recorded demo that you decided to do, where you talked about yourself, your background, your experience with children, your degrees. Then the next piece in between there, if you take a look at this purplish pink area, is teaching prep. Okay, so you're going to have an idea. There are really 2 sets of slides that you'll be able to prepare for. And then once you have your mock class with your mock class mentor, they will tell you which mini lesson you're going to teach. So you'll have 2 to prepare for, but then you'll do 1 with them, okay? Basically, before you get there, you're going to have some teacher prep time, and you're also going to have a chance to get some online coaching. You'll find that when you apply, as they walk you through the steps, it will be noted there that you can take some online coaching with actual VIPKID representatives, and get some really useful tips before you go into that mock class. So you're going to have an even greater chance to get the certification that you want and pass that mock class. Okay, so what does that look like? The certification portion. basically you'll have, like I said, you'll have two options, which you'll want to certify in either level 2, 3, or 4, 5. It's suggested that you should maybe aim to go for the level 2, 3 first, mostly because that's where most of the students are. Except for the very, very young ones, most students start at level 2, and then they obviously move into level 3. But that's where most of the students are. That's where you're probably going to get booked in the beginning. So that's the recommended place to start. Not to say that you have to, but basically what it will look like, your certification, your mock class is 30 minutes, and around 5 minutes of that will be an intro, so that's talking about yourself, and then about 10 minutes will be of you teaching. Okay, so you'll have those two sections to look at and prepare for, and then your mentor will tell you which one you're going to teach in that 10 minutes. You get that 10 minutes to teach it. And we'll talk about how to do that. There's more detail to that, but that's where you're at. And then you'll get 15 minutes of feedback from your mock class mentor. If you don't pass, you'll be able to go to a support center where you can obtain more training, and then you can do the mock class again. You have an unlimited time or an unlimited amount of tries to pass this certification. So once you get to that point, you're going to be able to be a teacher. You just need to, meet the requirements of the actual mock class to get the certification. So, and you can do it because all of the support will be there for you. Okay. I do have a note here that level 2, 3 is my friends and I. It'll be lesson 7 or lesson 8. And you'll get to review that ahead of time. And like I said, then your mentor will tell you which one that you'll actually teach. If you decide to go the level 4 and level 5 certification route, that will be the my country, my culture, or the Earth, our home, pollution little mini lessons to teach. So those are the options. There's much more detail that will be provided on those. You can get in touch with me, and then we can discuss those when you get to that point. Okay? All right, so one of the things that I want to point out, because there are many videos out there, but it's really important to prepare the PowerPoints that they provide to you, because they are a little bit shorter than the older versions that were out there. So you're going through the process now. It's a little bit, like I said, some of the slides, it makes the process a little shorter. So you want to review everything that they send to you. Okay? Basically, like I said, you're going to prepare 2 10-minute lessons, and then you'll get to actually teach one of those lessons to your mock mentor. Okay? Basically, that's the certification portion. Okay? That's where you will be at in that part of the process. Okay? All right, and like I said, repeat it until you pass. A lot of people don't pass that first time, and it's okay. It is okay. You have those supports. You can try it again. Okay, I didn't pass my first one. I had to do it again. And really, the point of that is so that you're practiced and you have, you start to feel more comfortable doing it. Okay? All right, so after that, we have the actual contract. Okay, this is when we have the actual contract, and I'm just going to move myself up here. Okay, so we have the actual contract portion of the process. So this is exciting. Now it can seem a little tedious because you're going to have to provide all the paperwork. This is somewhat not, some people do not prefer this part of the process, but it's exciting. You're almost about to teach. So at the contract portion, you're going to provide your documents. That's going to be your bachelor's degree or any degrees that you have that you've stated that you have, and you're going to have to prove that you have it. And you're going to take a picture of it and upload it to the platform where they direct you to put that. You're going to provide a picture. It's going to be your profile picture. That's going to be what the parents see. So they're going to see you, what the students see. That will be your profile picture. And that varies, people are different, so a lot of them all look different, but you want to make it inviting, and there's more information and suggestions for that. But you're going to provide also a video. It's your intro video. This little mini video is what parents see along with your profile picture and your bio. You're going to have a biography of yourself that parents see as well. So this is exciting. It's becoming real. You are almost able to open up slots, which is awesome. So once you've provided all those documents, VIPKID will verify them. And I also think there is a background check in this process. I think it comes along after those documents. It's right in around this area. So that will get conducted. Once you're cleared in your background check, you get a contract offer. They're going to offer you a contract. And when you do your mock class session with the mock class mentor, that's when you're going to find out, once they've sent you the results and everything, you're going to find out what your pay rate will be, and that will be on your contract. So you'll get to see it in print, how much you're going to be paid per class, okay? Sign that document, provide what they need. Then you get to, VIP has in their application process their own TESOL certification course, and there's I forget the terminology, but there's an advanced one and then there's a beginner one. So you'll start with the beginner and then you'll move to the advanced. Part of the Chinese regulations is that every online teacher teaching ESL in China needs to have some version of a TESOL certification in their background. So VIPKID has it built right into their process. So you sign your contract, then you get to get involved in the TESOL course, which is awesome because it's free. It's a part of their application process. Not every company provides that, so it's really a really great thing. All right, so that's the TESOL process. Okay, so you guys, once you have finished the TESOL certification portion of everything, that's the even more exciting part. I'll put myself over here. That's even more exciting, you guys. That means soon the portal is going to allow you to open up the slots that you want to teach. Then it's all fun and games after that. You get to teach, and that's what the whole process is all about. You get to teach these kids, and you get to use the curriculum. You get to be flexible. You get to open up what you can teach, okay? It's in your hands then. You get to decide when you teach, okay? And how often you get to teach, okay? Now, it might take a little bit of time to get some bookings, okay? That is a part of it too. Depends when you apply, when you're hired. There's fluctuations in the seasons, but you're there, you can do it, and it's in your hands. You are in charge of when you get booked and what you open, okay? And the certification helps determine what students you will get that come into your classroom, which is awesome. It's so amazing. It will take a little bit of time. I want to help you through the process. So use my code, okay? Use my code or my link. If you find it in this video, I have it linked below. Ask me questions. Do not be afraid. It can seem intimidating. It is not. Once you get in there and you start teaching these kids, it is such a great feeling. As I stated in another video, it brought my love of teaching back, and it's the only job I would wake up around 4:45 in the morning to teach and to do. It's the only job, okay? So this process is worth it, and it's very clear they walk you through it so well, but I will help you with anything. Maybe you don't pass the demo. Okay, let's get some better lighting. Maybe we need to speak a little slower. We can work on, what it is you need help with, okay? But I'm here and I want to help you succeed and get hired and open up those slots, okay? So you can email me. You can see that here, online ESL teacher Krista at gmail.com. I also have a YouTube. my new brand, Hey Pajama Mama, okay? I want to be your online ESL teacher coach, okay? I want to be that person. You can also reach me at Instagram. Hey Pajama Mama Teach ESL is my Instagram handle. And you can also go to my Facebook page. You can find me. It's called Online ESL Teaching with Teacher Krista. Okay, you can find me there. So those are places that you can find me. I want to help you out, you guys. All right, so do not be afraid of the VIPKID application process. It's doable, and I know you can do it. Thank you.